And all month long, we are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, and Teach for America DFW is taking some time to uplift its teachers and students throughout the month-long celebration. Joining us to talk more about that is Katherine Lavea, the teacher for Teach for America. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you. So can you explain the importance of Hispanic Heritage Month within Teach for America?
Yes, I think it's over across the DFW. We have over 69% Hispanics in DISD, and in Fort Worth, it's over 63%. So when we grab our top leaders around the country and then we put them in the schools that are most underserved and underprivileged, then we're then able to uplift these voices and help these students see that there's potential, that they have the most potential to get to where they want to, where we know that they can get to.
Right, right. Can you tell us more about Teach for America?
Yes, so Teach for America essentially is a national program that identifies top leaders from across the country, and then it places these individuals within the most underserved and low-income schools, and where we then serve at least 2 years teaching. And then from then we decide whether we want to stay or if we want to pursue something different, just either in education or what else that may mean for you.
And Katherine, what are some ways, I guess, that students can celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month?
I think for students, I think it's important to recognize our own heritage and just celebrate them in ways that we probably don't do throughout the year. While Hispanic Heritage Month is super important, it is important to remember that it's not something just to be done for that month, but in that month, be intentional about it, and we can make sure we pour back into our communities, and whether that be going to small businesses and ordering from there for once. It's something that we have to make sure we're intentional about within that month.
Makes sense. Katherine, any suggestions for families, of all races on supporting Hispanic Heritage Month?
Yes, I think it's education for me is the most important. So I think even just going on Google and looking up his important Hispanic figures, we're only told single stories. So it's up to us to educate ourselves in finding different people that do the same things, but we're not taught that in school. So I think it's important for each individual person, whatever your race may be, to just make sure you shine a light on this diversity and making sure you know about all different types of people that are doing some of the same things.
And Katherine, what are you doing inside of your classroom?
So this month, we're making sure that I teach bilingual first grade. So my kids are, for the most part, Hispanic. And so we want to make sure that they understand their Latinidad and their Hispanicness. So during social studies, and we combine that with reading, we make sure that they know where they come from. Because what I've noticed here in Texas is you can ask oh, where are you from? And they're like, Texas. But I'm like, okay, you
where
are
is
from
your family from? Right.
There's a whole other culture that you also have to bring into it. And you also have to make sure that you're aware of. So we're making sure that they even get to that point to where they know. And then we explore different countries and what different things mean in different countries, and even different words,
So needed.
Yes.
Katherine, thank you so much for joining us here on Daybreak.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.